Hey guys, it's Eric and Karina.
HR.
And nose plug Eric.
And welcome back to the podcast. The law according to Eric. So the reason that Eric called himself that is because the theme of today is farts. So
we got inspired from our 91-year-old classless client that apparently couldn't control his flatulence and just laid one out right in front of me in my office in a closed quarter, too, to be honest. And so we got to thinking, we've all encountered funny fart stories at some point. And it was actually a hurricane that said, I bet you there's like a whole subreddit genre about this.
There was.
What I'm hoping is that we don't get like into the sick parts of it where like people like that's like some kind of gratifying like kink.
Oh, no. Like, these are pretty funny, though.
Yeah, because, well, listen, we have a president apparently like to be peed on. It wouldn't be a stretch. He also
shits his pants daily. So
well, I'm saying it wouldn't be a big stretch for somebody that likes getting farted on. But so I just
I've never heard of fart cake.
I'm just saying if
I don't know.
Listen, if it's possible, it's out there somewhere. Probably in England, because let me tell you, the fucking British people, they are really weird with sex.
They are.
If you searched like BDSM, like whatever bondage system, and like almost all of those websites are English, like British. Not that I've done that much research on it, but I read about that. No, I read about it once on an article online.
They probably do like farts. Oh, and they eat a lot of beans. That's nasty.
Right, the British breakfast. Yeah, I know.
Beans with everything.
They fucking do.
Yeah.
I know. They love those baked beans.
Yes, those stupid baked beans.
Can I start off with just one funny story? It's slightly related. It's not really a fart story, but it's a bean story.
Okay.
So if you remember back in my high school days, I was with a group, Nepo's dad was my best friend. And we had this other friend, we're just going to call him Schlotty. So there was this really, really good little hole in the wall Mexican place about 5 minutes from where we went to high school. It's still there. I can't remember the name of it, unfortunately, but it's right on Balboa and Sherman Way. It's this little shopping center. And they had the best like carne asada burritos. Like that, seriously, that was my go-to. And because Nepo was with us, or Nepo's dad, I should say, we would always like order in Spanish. He would order for us, or whatever, and you're like, okay, this guy wants, un burrito de asada, no más arroz frijoles, like that's it. Like because I don't like a bunch of stuff in it. You like I'm flexing, you like that?
Look at Rosetta Stone over here,
right? You like that? So Schlotty. So one afternoon we're there like after school on a Friday, and we're gonna get our food. And so we're online, like reading, ordering, and Schlotty's looking at the menu. And he looks up, and this is exactly what he says to true story. He looks up at the menu, and he looks over at Nepo's dad. He goes, fries. Yeah, that's beans, huh?
Oh, my God.
Because he forgot like frijoles, frijoles,
Yeah, no, honestly, I believe it. It sounds like something he'd say from all the stories I've heard of Schlotty.
Seriously. And God bless him, Nepo's dad, we'll just call him Losker. How do you respond to that with a straight face? He meant well.
Yeah.
He was just trying, he was just trying to get like ethnic with us.
What did he say? Did he say?
Oh, he just nicely ordered in Spanish a side of refried beans for Schlotty or Schlotty, so that way there was no confusion. Going, we didn't want to completely humiliate him. What was really funny is like the guy behind the counter looked at him like he was about to kick his ass, like just for saying that. Like,
the guy you're talking about is as white as you could get.
Yep. So there you go.
Exactly.
So we'll start off with a little bit of a humorous French fry frijoles story.
Exactly.
As we dive into the world of Reddit gas.
Yes, exactly. All right. So the first one is titled, "Am I the asshole for not warning my wife that I had just farted on our puppy?"
Okay. On the puppy?
On the puppy. Oh. My wife and I just got a new puppy. He's quite fuzzy. This is pertinent. The reason we got the dog now is because I'm currently unemployed and I can train him before I start my new contract. Telly is only 12 weeks old, so he needs a lot of sleep. I spend a good portion of my day in my recliner reading. His favorite spot is to be between my legs. He doesn't seem to care when I fart on him. No gagging sounds or anything. But he does complain a lot if I get up if he's there. My wife came home from work yesterday and picked him up for a cuddle, then quickly put him back while dry heaving. Apparently, the farts linger on his poofy fur. She said that I'm an asshole for not warning her. I just didn't know she was going to stick her face in the dog and inhale like she had just come up from a 2-minute free dive. Am I the asshole?
Oh wow! Out of all the asshole stories, that's the funniest one.
Yeah.
Are we really going to rate this on an asshole scale? Because
I got to be honest. As far as I'm the guy, no, that's like guys do that with their dogs all the time. And by the way, dogs fart on humans with impunity.
All the time. Oh my God, dogs fart and they smell so bad.
And they're the worst. And
so
and you can be in any mode or position with a dog, and if a dog has to let one go, they will. They don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
You could be rubbing the belly.
They
boom.
Can be asleep and they'll fart.
Okay,
they don't care.
At
all. It's the most rancid thing you'll ever smell.
At all. When I had little Bamba, every now and then I would catch a whiff of the fucking Maltese farts.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something that the smaller those dogs, the worse they are.
I heard the little, what are they? Bulldogs? No, not bulldogs.
The French ones? The
French
pugs?
Yes, the Frenchies. I heard those are like the lethal ones. Like,
because they're so inbred.
Yes, they say that their farts are bad.
I don't even think they occur naturally. I think they have to be.
Yeah, I think they're. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but they say those dogs have the worst farts ever.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, I'm just saying, but do I think Billy's the asshole for farting on his dog? No, it was probably like a weird little game they had.
Yeah, I don't think the dog gave a fuck.
Let me put it like this.
The dog doesn't give a fuck.
Well, let me put it like this. If it was really that bad, the dog would get up.
Yes, the dog would get up.
Dogs smell.
Yes.
I mean, they know, yes. I mean, you can wait.
I don't think the wife was concerned about the dog. I think the wife was concerned about her. No.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at this point, right, but I mean,
for not telling her.
No.
Does
anybody want to say that?
No.
Like, I can't picture myself like at home, unemployed, on the fucking recliner. Okay. Dog between my legs, phone in my hand or magazine or whatever.
Reading,
right. He's reading. Like, he should be reading the fucking want ads. But put that aside. Hey, okay, so he blows a little wind, passes a little gas on his dog. Is he really expected, like, when Lucinda walks in, like, hey, babe, before you come over and greet me hello, you should be aware. Like,
yeah,
no, that's just
I also don't think he expected the fart smell to linger on the dog's fur.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Because if she couldn't smell it when she came home, he would have thought, oh, it's gone.
Yeah, it just stuck to the fur, which is the funniest part. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys the story about when I was working the check stand at CVS, or it used to be called Thrifty back in the day?
And what did you do?
Okay, no, it's not what I did. It's what my fucking manager did to me. So,
and she farted and walked away?
Yeah. And like he did that. He like walked right over to where I'm like working, like checking out this poor fucking customer. He fucking farted and then he left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that's messed up with the customer.
And the lady, okay, and God bless her. She was an older one too. Like, so if like fucking like old Sadie looked right up at me and with the straightest of faces just goes, "Is that you?"
Oh, I know. I know.
Like,
old people are a 0 on the scale.
Yeah. So was my fucking manager.
They'll say anything.
Yeah. No shame whatsoever. You didn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I'm going to give Dog Fart Billy. You know what? I'm going to give him a half.
You're rating the dog.
No. The dog can't help it. I'm going to give Dog Fart Billy a half a dingleberry. Maybe he could have been like, "Yo, babe, just before you pick up the dog." Honestly, I wouldn't have thought of it. It also depends how much time passed.
Yeah.
Right? If he did it and then he waited all the way to the next commercial break of whatever he was reading. Sorry, I mean watching or reading or whatever. Right. And then she came in, I wouldn't have thought twice.
Me neither. Yeah.
If I did it 2 seconds, like maybe I'd be like, "Yo, you might want to just hang by the door for a minute."
Exactly. Yeah.
But sorry.
Wait,
This is going to remind me of so many fucking stories.
Oh, God.
I just remember being in court once, and the court depends. So let me. I'm going to set the audience hip to something. Okay, here's a couple of secrets. There are many differences between federal court and state court. Okay, the rules are different. The procedures are different. Federal court is usually much more efficient, a lot faster, etc. There are certain guidelines as to what qualifies for a federal court case and what doesn't. But let me tell you some of the other differences. Federal court buildings are way nicer and way cleaner than the fucking state court buildings. Yeah. Okay. I personally cannot stand using public restrooms. Yeah. And I have been known to make myself sick before I would go and let out whatever I have to let out. Okay?
At our old building, he would only use the restroom in the morning.
I had to be first there. I had to be the first one.
I think you held it the entire time we were on that 12-hour flight.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck. Because somebody was in there first and I saw what they looked like when they went in and when they came out. And I can't. There's no way. And airplanes are the worst because everybody misses. Okay. Things, piss and shit end up everywhere. Okay. I can't. I absolutely cannot. Yeah. In fact, I'll take a fucking Imodium before a flight just to not have to work. But back to the story. So I remember this is state court. Okay. And my stomach hurts a little bit, but I'm like, you know what? I got to pee. I'm a little nervous, but I decided to go in. Okay. I go in and there's a guy in the stall who doesn't realize I'm in there or anybody else. So not only is he talking on his fucking phone, which is aggravating in and of itself. Okay. I can't stand that. Some people do that. They have these full fucking conversations.
I talk about bathroom etiquette all the time.
I never understood how people. Okay, but the guy kept farting like the loudest, nastiest, fucking thundery fart, and he's on the fucking phone with like a client of his or something. And like, now I'm not gonna lie, it made me a lot less nervous once I went into court. Like I was already pretty calm and it was pretty funny at that point, but oh my God. Right.
Yeah,
but anyway, so I'm sorry. So dog fart Billy, you're only going to get a half a dingleberry, buddy.
I can agree with that.
Maybe you could have been a bit more thoughtful, but
I don't even know if he needs that.
It's not a total zero.
I would have thought, it would have dissipated by then.
Well, but it's also a little bit because it is kind of mean to do that to the dog, especially if they're bad. Yeah. Especially a puppy that's only 12 weeks old that can't get up and run.
Okay, dogs like gross things. They do. Dogs are I love dogs, but they're disgusting.
Yeah. They'll eat up their butt.
That dog did not.
That's true. I'll tell you.
The dog would be way more upset if he moved than if he farted.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, the dog is
No,
mad if
I'm
I
just
move,
saying.
not
All
if I
right.
fart.
Now, Feldman scale. I think it would be a lot lower if he did it when the wife was home and he just was like, but it was just him and his dog, man's best friend. I'm giving him an 8.
Yeah.
I don't really think it's that shameless. And honestly, I think lots of guys fart with their dogs like in private.
The dogs fart all the time. Like
but I'm saying like, and guys bond with their animals that way, I guess. I don't know. I'll tell you, if you want to hear a funny dog story, this is actually a cute story. So anybody that knows me knows that I like dogs mostly. And what I like to do especially, I make dogs my friends right away because I give them little homemade pup cups, little whipped cream cups, put them in a bowl, right? And I'm telling you, dogs love it. They fucking love it. So one weekend, we had HR's dogs for the weekend. We were kind of like babysitting them or house sitting them. And so I made sure I went to the market before, made sure I got plenty of whipped cream for the dogs. Each one had their own little bowl. One dog is much bigger than the other. So I had a big bowl and a smaller bowl. Okay. Gave them their pup cup. Well, the smaller dog, who's a bit crazy, but apparently much smarter, figured out when his bowl was empty. And he would pick up his pup cup bowl with his teeth and he would wander over and look at us like.
No, he didn't just wander, he strutted.
Right, like what the fuck? Like, come on, fill this bitch up.
He's like, mine's done.
He knew exactly. The big dog, who clearly was dumber, if you don't call him down and show him the whipped cream, like, or whatever, this little dog identified his bowl. And it was interesting. He knew exactly which bowl was his, picked it up with his teeth, swaggered over to us by the kitchen. He started shaking his head like, come on, fill it up. So, I had to give him like an extra dose just for that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we could do a whole episode on dogs and funny things they do. But
he fed the dog that came in with the client last time.
Oh,
he gave it chicken.
That's right.
Twice.
Because the fucking dog was annoying and I needed to shut him up. And by the way, that was fucking Fogo de Chao chicken. That
it was really good chicken.
That wasn't like street chicken. That was like the Brazilian barbecue grilled chicken. Like that costs more per ounce than that fucking dog.
Exactly.
But put that aside. It was that or put up with the dog yapping. The client's eccentric enough as it is. That's all I need.
You don't need her dog too. Exactly.
We had a client, you never met her. Let's just call her Liane.
Okay.
She had one of those like little miniature teacup dogs. She had 2 of them.
Those scare me because I feel like I'm
She brought them in one meeting. Yeah, she brought her dogs with her to a meeting in our old office in Beverly Hills. And the dog fucking peed right on the wood floor. That bitch just ignored, like it didn't even happen. She just kept on talking. I'm looking down like, you going to do something about this?
She just like expected you to clean it up.
Well, yeah, but she expected wrong.
But she was really looking at the wrong person.
Yeah. Wow.
You weren't cleaning up anything.
You know who ended up cleaning it up, though, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so, all right. So, 8 on the Feldman, half a dingleberry.
I agree. Yeah. I agree.
Maybe a quarter to me. I don't think it was. He did right by the dog.
Exactly. The dog was fine. The dog didn't mind. So hey. All right. Next one then.
Next one.
All right. Story number 2. Am I the asshole for telling my son that the reason grandma doesn't visit anymore is because she got farted on?
Okay.
My mom lives across the country, and we see her maybe once a year. We used to be very close, but she would not upset my wife. And my mom can be a spoiled brat, so if she doesn't like someone, they're going to know. My mom has money, and my wife came from a poor background, so my mom has always thought that she was better than her. She would make little digs about my wife not being classy or feminine enough for her. My wife is a pretty confrontational person, so she never took any of my mom's bullshit. My mom came to visit about 6 years ago and was in a bad mood already because my stepdad refused to come. My mom is kind of codependent and was not happy about this. She made her typical digs during the stay, and then it came time for me to drive her to the airport. My wife was pregnant, and if you know what pregnancy farts smell like, you will get why this was the perfect opportunity. I locked all of the windows, and my wife blasted farts the entire ride to the airport. Immature, yes, but it was a great moment in our marriage. My mom was furious and ended up barely talking to me for months and didn't even say congrats when our son was born. We have kind of worked through it, but she no longer tried to see us and won't visit, so we only see her about once a year when we go visit family. My 5-year-old son asked why she doesn't visit anymore because his other grandma visits all the time. I told him grandma doesn't visit because she got farted on, and I told him the story. Being a 5-year-old boy, he thought this was hilarious. He ended up bringing it up in front of my mom during our monthly video chat. My mom demanded to know why I told him. I said it was a funny story and it was the truth. I don't like to lie to my kid. My mom teared up and got off the call. Now she's saying we should have just gone no contact back then because this is humiliating to her. She called my wife trash and a pig, so now we got into it again. I just can't believe she cares more about farts than her family. But was I the asshole for telling my son this was the reason?
Wow. I can't. What grandma would not see their grandchild because they were in a car with farts? I mean, that's insane.
Okay, but how bad are pregnancy farts? He said it like it was like terrible.
Oh, they're fucking brutal.
Really?
They are fucking brutal. And let me tell you what makes them more brutal. I knew this was something was going to trigger me in this episode. Okay. When the pregnant woman is one of those fucking health nuts and all they eat is like broccoli and fucking kale and shit like that.
No.
Oh, the worst. The worst. And you can't say anything.
Because they're pregnant.
Right. You have to just fucking sit and take it. Right. And you know how hard it is to not make one comment like, oh, here's the best. The pretending like it didn't happen.
Right.
Right. Like we'll be driving or we're back in the day. Right. And I would catch a whiff.
Oh my God.
Right. And I knew exactly what it was and I knew who it was. Okay. But nobody says shit. We all just sat there like, finally.
Yep.
I just rolled down the window. It was cold out too, but I didn't care. Like, oh my fucking God.
Yep.
You want to hear another funny fart story when it comes to like the car?
Go for it.
Okay. This true story is about me. I was very, very close with my maternal grandfather, my grandpa Benny. He was in New Jersey, which is where I was born. And the first several years of my life, most of that time was spent with them.
Right. We
would see them every weekend. He would come see me almost every day after work. At the house, I was his first biological grandchild. It was like a big deal, right? Okay. When he died, and I think he passed away, I was 6 or 7. But it still had a huge impact on me. So we went back, and we had already moved to California by then. We went back to New Jersey for the funeral. And so my dad, being who he is, didn't rent a car or anything. We just used my grandpa's car. Right. And he had a Lincoln LTD. I remember because he always got the Lincoln. Right. And he named them Maggie. Every car was named Maggie. Okay. Well, this particular version of Maggie was not quite the healthiest either. So I don't know what I ate as a kid or whatever it was. We're driving, right, in this somber mood or whatever. And I just let one out. And it was really bad. But the worst part is the windows didn't work. The electric windows. So
everyone was
and my dad's driving. And my dad just like starts to panic. And in like the fucked up accent, Eric, the windows don't work.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That really happened. Well, like oh my God, it was so bad. I'm trying so hard not to laugh. I just couldn't help it, Yeah. So I'm sorry. No, buddy, you're not the asshole for telling your kid that story. Let me tell you something. It's not just 5-year-olds that find that funny. 52-year-olds find it funny too.
It's hilarious too. What they did to the grandpa.
I gotta say, I love this family. They sound like they're like so connected.
Exactly.
And they like joke about things.
Exactly.
I was thinking the kid was gonna be traumatized or something, but no, the kid has a great sense of humor. Exactly. He thought it was awesome.
Exactly. This grandma just seems very
bitch.
Yes, exactly. She does. So.
Well, I'll tell you what. So first, let me just dispose of this part. I don't think Fart Story Dad is the asshole here. All right. Where did we leave off? Oh,
you were saying.
Oh yeah. I don't think that he's the asshole at all. I think it's a very funny story. I think it's cute.
Yeah.
And I think to a 5-year-old that does sound funny. And I don't even think this is Feldman worthy. You got actually,
all the windows.
Maybe a little bit.
Actually, when you hotbox your own mother, right, with pregnancy farts, that's pretty
After
rough.
she already doesn't like your wife.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Although it's awesome. Yeah, it's a little bit.
I'm going to go with 3 on that, to be honest. Exactly. That's pretty shameless.
But assholey, I don't think so.
No, the asshole here is I mean, I would not put, I mean, the way that they're handling it, honestly, is kudos. Speaks volumes to their level of tolerance.
Yeah.
Because if my mother spoke about my wife that way, I mean, not my ex necessarily, but my or like who I'm currently with,
right.
I was
gonna say, because your mom talked shit about your previous one.
Yeah, she wasn't her favorite person. That's true, but nonetheless,
exactly.
But I'm saying, my mom taught. If my mom said something like that about HR, she and I would have a lot of problems. But you want to hear a true story now that we're talking about? My mom. So HR and I first met when I was 17. She was 18.
Yes.
We went out on New Year's. Right. I think I was 21 or 22 at that point. It was a couple of years, and so anyway, it was a weird kind of New Year's. Like, I didn't really have plans, and HR didn't have plans, and I was just going to go wherever my parents went, and a couple of their friends, and they were all like Israeli, speaking Hebrew. My mom was American, but everybody else is there. But my mom told me, and I'm serious, and I've told HR the story too. Like, after that night, the next day, my mom told me, you know what, Eric, she's the one.
See, there you go.
Mom told right away. My mom knew.
See, there you go. Exactly.
Unfortunately, I just didn't listen.
There you go.
Plus, HR ghosted me after that for a while.
She did.
So.
By the way, he left me alone with them.
Right.
And they weren't speaking any English. They were just speaking Hebrew. He left me alone with them for like 15 minutes.
Eric.
I was busy with something.
I would ghost you too. Because you don't speak Hebrew, huh? No, exactly.
No, I'll just say I was busy with something, but I came back. What? Anyway. Anyway, so we should move on. But the grandma is a asshole. Fucking she's a double Lizzo for doing that. And going to, we should have had no contact back then. Fuck you.
Over some farts, bro.
I mean, I almost feel like she lives in England, like one of these pretentious.
What it sounds like. She sounds very posh.
Like super pretentious and elitist. Or the other thing too, I hate to say it, but them Indians, because they have a caste system there. So like the ones that think of themselves as elite versus the ones that are like from the slums.
Yeah.
And they're fucking brutal to each other.
Yeah, they are.
I'm serious. Yeah. It's really, really bad how they treat each other. It's not even me making fun. Like this is not me doing the Dupinder accent.
Yeah, no.
Although I could.
No,
but no. Okay. All right. Never mind. All right. We'll go to the next one.
All right. Next one. Story number 3. Am I the asshole for making a joke about my significant other's mother's fart during dinner? This one was a favorite. So make sure to hear this. My girlfriend, 24, and I, 27, just moved into our first place together. We're super excited, and we now live a little closer to her parents. So once we settled everything in, we invited them over for dinner. Now, keep in mind that I have met her parents before, and I know them to have a pretty good sense of humor. So we're at the table, and my girlfriend's mother rips a particularly loud, exceptionally smelly fart, like the kind that there's no hiding or ignoring. It slipped out, and she's mortified. She says out loud, "Oh my gosh, I am so embarrassed." So in an attempt to take the embarrassment off of her, I said, "Are you ready for this? You're embarrassed. I'm the one who has to hide my erection now."
What?
No response. My girlfriend shot me a dirty look, but her parents carried on as if I had said nothing, seeming to deliberately avoid contact. Now, this is where it goes wrong. I'm the type of person who uses humor to diffuse uncomfortable situations.
I do too, and it often bites me in the ass. But okay, go ahead. I know.
He said seemingly. So instead of letting it go, I doubled down. Oh, no. And I started wafting the air towards me, breathing in deeply and going, This caused my girlfriend to audibly say, "What the fuck are you doing?" It was then that I apologized and explained that I was just trying to shift the uncomfortableness of the situation off of her mother. The rest of the night went okay, and nobody really talked to me after that. And now my girlfriend's really mad at me. So am I the asshole here, or is she overreacting?
Why the fuck did you say that? That is a really bizarre thing to say.
I guess farts make them hard. Hey.
I gotta tell you, I don't know that he's the asshole, but he kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an asshole thing, but it sounds like he just got nervous and then panicked.
Well, yeah, he was trying. I think it really came with a good intention. Like, he was like, he saw how embarrassed his mother-in-law was from, farting out loud like that. Yeah. So he was like, okay, like,
the intentions are good.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just bewildered at why he said that particular thing.
Yeah, I don't know why that was what he yelled out.
See, I didn't have a super close relationship with my mother-in-law. Mm-hmm. And I only think I saw her maybe 5 or 6 times in the course of 23 years. Right. She lived in Israel.
When she cooked for you.
Well, we weren't even married then. That was when she first came, like, just to scope me out to make sure I wasn't like a serial killer or something. Mm-hmm. But she lived, in Israel. And even when we were there, we wouldn't stay with her. We'd see her on and off, but she's the type of person that would be so embarrassed if she did that.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person that I would have been like, damn.
Right.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Did something just crawl in your ass and die? Holy shit. Or I'd be like, yo, did you hear the barking spiders outside? I had something like that. Or, hey, did someone just step on a duck? Whatever. Like, okay, that's the kind of stuff I would do. Yes, I'm childish. Okay, yes, I'm a big inner man child at 52.
But you wouldn't say this.
No, I wouldn't say, oh, I guess my erection doesn't matter now, or I should hide it, or like, no, I wouldn't say that. Not just to my mother-in-law, to anybody. Like, that wouldn't be my first go-to, right? But I definitely would have capitalized on the embarrassment. I would, especially because I didn't care for my mother-in-law all that much.
But see, that was different. You would want to embarrass her. He was trying to take the embarrassment away from her.
Was he though? Hold on. Hold on. Was he really? Or was he just trying to be funny? And now, for the sake of the Reddit world,
maybe he was.
Okay, because look, unless he just had a total lapse of judgment, right, which is possible, I guess. But
maybe that's the fart king. You see, he had an erection now because of the fart.
I mean, although let me just tell you, I can only imagine. Okay, as a guy, this doesn't do it for me, but I don't know how I would react if, like, I'm with a girl who's like, "Yo, can you just fart?"
Oh my God.
That gets me going, right? Like, or imagine the guy, hey, Lucinda, could you break wind? Can we go get Mexican food tonight just so you could, because girl, nothing gets me harder, right? I can't imagine that's a thing.
I mean, if I'm the mom, I'm going to think this guy is really strange.
Like, even if he said it, like, jokingly to try to be funny, like, I feel like, oh, that's weird.
You don't know what to say to that.
No, you don't. Yeah.
I honestly...
And then the double down.
So here's the thing.
That's just painful.
Right. Well, so here's the thing. If this were like an early meeting, right? Because they're not married yet. They're just living together, boyfriend and girlfriend. Honestly, if I were at that stage in a relationship, I probably would have just ignored it. I'd laugh about it later.
Yeah.
Right. But now, if I'm already married and it's a few years later and maybe the relationship is a little different, I might be a bit more comfortable to kind of like capitalize on the embarrassment.
Right.
But at that stage, we're just now moving in and mom's just trying to make sure, like, I'm not going to ruin her daughter.
No, you don't. You're on your best behavior.
There's only one of two ways to go about this. I'm going to be serious now. Hold on. You're hurricane. That was real deaf. But let me get serious for a minute.
Okay.
There's only two ways to handle that situation. One, completely ignore it like it never happened and don't bring it up.
Ever again.
Or two, fart also. Like, oh, I'm glad we're that comfortable. And just start letting them out, like, at that point.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it.
Yeah, honestly. But you don't say that.
No, because look, and there is some truth to this early on in relationships. Couples, forget about in-laws or whatever, but couples, that's like a big milestone. Like, they're finally comfortable to, like, fart in front of each other. I can't tell you how many fucking sore stomachs, upset stomachs I held in when HR and I were first starting to go out and see each other because it's just too soon. Like, I just can't. And yes, logically, we all do it, right? We all know, like, just like we all pee and we all poop and we all burp. But still, there's just something like you really, So I get it. I'm saying, so, I don't know. If it were my in-law and she did that, I probably, to be truthful, I probably just would have pretended like I didn't hear it.
Yeah. But the thing is, she spoke about it because he was like, it was one of those, it was so loud and it smelled so bad that she was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Like, she had to acknowledge it. You couldn't ignore that one. But it's like, after she said, like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed, like, there's a lot of other things he could have said other than, you're embarrassed. I'm the one that now has to hide my erection.
Yeah. You know what this reminds me of? It was a long time ago. Do you remember the potato story with the guy?
But he didn't know what a potato was.
He kept double downing on that. He didn't know what a potato was when he was with his, I guess, in-laws or girlfriend's parents.
And then they didn't believe him
with it. He would not relent.
Yeah. And then there was the guy who pretended he didn't know what a zebra was, remember? Oh, right. And then when he finally was like, oh my God, I was joking, guys. No one believed him. They were like, no, that was real. Okay.
Yeah. Because people do that too. Like, they'll say something and people look like, are you fucking, I'm just kidding, man. Like, no, this is almost like them.
What is it almost like?
Okay. I know it's a stretch, but this is almost like if you have a cringy sister-in-law that gets sloppy drunk, right, and behaves that way all the time, and then when you want to tell her something about it, you get yelled at for raising your voice, unlike this guy's erection. And then you get bitched at for that, and you can't say anything anymore. And then you've got to pretend like you can speak drunk talk, even though you can't, just to get through the evening. Almost like that.
Almost like that. I thought you were going to bring up the story of when you blamed your fart. Not your fart. Who farted at the table when you blamed it on Smashly?
Oh, yes.
I thought that's what you were going to bring up.
Yeah.
Oh, oops. Oh, well, I did that once. Yeah,
exactly.
Right. Yeah, we were at a holiday dinner or gathering or something, and I don't know. My brother does a lot of the cooking, and he actually cooks really well. But
stay-at-home dads, we love him.
But he went on this kick, right? So he was serving bison,
right?
Like bison meat, like a bison brisket.
You said it was good, wasn't it?
It was good, but it's a little dry, and it made me a little gassy. Right. So one just kind of fell out. And I noticed right away, like it was not pleasant. So I just looked right at my brother's sister-in-law, Smashly. This one looked like, God damn.
Exactly.
And then I got up. So yeah.
Exactly.
Blame.
It's almost like that, huh?
Almost like, oh, that's actually more what it would have been.
Exactly. That's what I thought you were going to say.
No, good call. I'm sorry. I'm trying. A little struggle.
All right. Moving on then?
Yes.
Okay. Story 4. Am I the asshole for farting on my dog? You have another one. I know. Normally, I live alone with my dog. He loves to cuddle, and his favorite place to bury his head is right behind my butt when I'm laying down or in my lap when I'm sitting up. Dogs are weird, man. I know. This does not bother me. Due to current circumstances, my girlfriend has moved in. It was about a month or so. I definitely fart more than the average person. Not an obscene amount, just more than average. Earlier today, we're all in the living room watching TV. I'm laying down on the couch. My girlfriend is in the love seat doing something on her laptop, and the dog is burrowed near my butt. I've probably farted on his head like 100 times at this point in my life. Usually, he likes it, but sometimes he doesn't. Today, I had some tuna fish with egg. Which was
why?
I know. It gets worse. Which was a few days old, and I think it was starting to go bad because I had a slight tummy ache. Already sounded disgusting as it was. The fact that he's eyed out the rest, worse. I ripped the real one. And it was pretty warm, so I already knew that shit was going to be rancid. In all honesty, I initially was worried it was more than just the fart. But thankfully, I was still dry. I know. Dog got a whiff, and he immediately let out a noise that sounded kind of sad, kind of disgusted, and kind of disappointed in me. He then got up and ran to the corner of the room, his second favorite place to lay, and laid down. My girlfriend immediately chastised me about how disrespectful it is that I would fart on the dog's head like that. She keeps saying that's a living being and that he deserves respect. And if I knew I had to fart, I should have excused myself to the bathroom. I'm not going to get up.
Seriously?
Yes.
For the dog?
Yes, for the dog.
Oh.
I'm not going to get up and go to the bathroom to avoid farting on a dog. He'd probably get up too and follow me there anyways. This led to an argument that lasted at least 30 minutes. She brought up, what if we have kids? Would I fart on them too? I said, if it's a baby, I would move them. But if they're old enough to understand me saying I have to fart and choose to keep their heads near my ass, I'm going to fart on their heads. She says she may need to rethink who she decides to have kids with. If I think it's okay to fart on a living creature. Who's the asshole here? Me, my girlfriend, or the dog?
Okay. Well, your girlfriend has a stick up her ass.
Yeah.
Your dog, that must have been a really bad one if it followed your dog.
Yeah.
Because like I said, dogs are gross.
Yes.
Yeah. Dogs like disgusting things.
Yes.
So if your dog was grossed out by your fart, it was horribly.
I can't get past tuna and eggs. What the
That was going bad.
Disgusting.
That was going bad.
I don't. I wouldn't eat it anyway. Like even if it was
Me
like
neither.
fresh,
Me
like
neither.
tuna
No,
salad with
me
egg.
neither.
Oh,
The
ugh.
part that almost turned into a shark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Do you think the dog is the asshole?
well, no. I mean, listen. If it's that, listen. Even dogs have like degrees of tolerance.
Yeah.
You know, clearly Fido can only take so much.
Exactly.
Of Billy's rancidness.
Mm-hmm.
I think the asshole's the girlfriend. To be honest, I mean, HR's right.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, I mean that's a little extreme.
Really?
You know, come on now.
Yep.
Would you like to hear another true Ben
Sure.
Samicon story?
Sure.
This is not so much about farts, but this is
Okay.
about my son Matthew when he was little.
Okay.
Okay, he was like 4 or 5.
That's what you get, Matthew.
Yes,
Right, that age.
yes, that age when you would do something he didn't like, and he would say, "Well, that's what you get."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Matthew is the youngest,
Yes.
and he was the only boy.
Yes.
2 older sisters, and when he was a baby and a toddler, you know, he was catered to and spoiled
Right.
quite a bit,
Right.
you know, by his sisters also, and okay. Well,
I think I know where the story's going.
Okay, so one of the things that Matthew would do, he would always wake up extra early because he's a boy.
Yeah.
And he would want his cereal.
Right.
Okay, he loved his cereal, and this is when we were still allowed to bring like good cereals into the house. Okay, so
right.
But the cereal would be up like on the third or fourth shelf in the pantry, and he was too little to reach it. So first he would go and he would wake up Maya, because Maya was always much nicer to him than Danielle, who's the oldest.
Right.
And he would wake up Maya, like, Maya, want my cereal? Maya, again, not being mean, was like, Matthew, I'm sleeping, because it was like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I'll do it later. So then Matthew, not to be deterred. Now remember, he's still in his onesie.
Right.
Okay? So maybe he was 3.5, and he's got his diaper on or whatever. And he goes into Danielle's room, right? And Danielle's 8 years older than Matthew. So Danielle was probably around 12 or 13, whatever,
That mean girl.
11 or 12, yeah, right? So Matthew starts to wake up Danielle. Like, Danielle, I want you to make my cereal, my cereal. Well, Danielle always had a slightly more high-strung demeanor than Matthew.
Right.
So Danielle starts screaming like he just cut off her pinky for waking her up at 6 a.m.
Yep.
Matthew got so annoyed and offended that Matthew took off his onesie, took off his fucking pea-soaked diaper
from all night. I know. I was thinking that right now. We had that
turned around all night and put it right on her head. Bam! You thought the screaming was bad when she woke up. Oh my God! I thought there was a murder happening in the house. We all panicked and woke up after that scream. But
and guess what? Matthew still got a cereal after that.
You bet he did. He sure fucking did. He got 2 bowls.
See, exactly. Yep. Oh my! I would have killed myself. Because that's insane. No, absolutely. I can't. No, I don't even like changing diapers in babies. Absolutely fucking not. No, I would kill myself.
I guess you're lucky there's only pee in it.
I know. Oh, hopefully, right? Exactly. All right. Did we didn't rate any of this?
Oh, sorry.
The dog girlfriend.
I had a sugar cookie. It was really good. Gingerbread. Well, I'm not going to give Billy any dingleberries for farting on his dog. I think men do that all the time. Actually, I'm going to give him 1 dingleberry for eating tuna and eggs.
Yeah. But the thing is, he knew it was a bad fart, and he still that was bad. I can agree.
Well, that's a Feldman issue.
I'll give him like 1, just poor dog.
Yeah, but the Feldman scale is different. When you eat tuna, fish, and eggs, and right, that this is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Maybe just for everybody's benefit, just go sit on the patio or something, right? Just go, that. So I give him a 6 on the Feldman for just eating that and farting indoors and not giving a fuck.
Okay.
Especially if they live in a smaller flat, because there's not a lot of ventilation in those like smaller apartments. And just like my 91-year-old client, often it'll just stick around. It'll fight the wind.
Yes.
Some farts are so strong. Those motherfuckers fight the wind. Right. And they stay just where they are. Yes. So, yeah. 1 dingleberry and 6 on the Feldman for Billy.
I can agree, actually. I'll agree on that. Yeah. Girlfriend gets like 3 dingleberries for acting like that.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. She became very pretentious really fast over something that's probably not a big deal.
Yeah. Poor dog.
Well, yeah.
All right. Next and then?
Sure.
Okay. Am I the asshole for farting every time my wife barges into the bathroom?
So you're trying to train her, huh?
Wow.
My wife and I have been married for 6 years.
By the way, if that's the case, that's fucking brilliant.
Oh my God, no.
Fucking brilliant.
Yeah, okay.
Personal space, bitch. If the guy's in the bathroom.
That's actually what he's doing.
That's what I'm saying. That's it. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with this.
Okay.
And I know a certain brother that's with this too.
I bet he will. He's going to enjoy this story.
Go on.
Said, my wife and I have been married for 6 years. And like any married couple, we share everything. He capitalized everything, by the way. However, me being naturally a private person, I just don't like it when someone invades my private space. You understand?
Yeah.
Exactly. The bathroom, for instance. Let me just say that I take my time when I'm answering nature's call. I just go in with my phone and I do my thing. Recently, my wife started barging in randomly for no good reason. It freaks me out and it makes me feel stressed and anxious because my private space is constantly invaded. I don't get why she does it. She'll barge in whenever I'm in there, looks around for a whole minute, and then slowly just walks out. I told her how I felt about this, and she brushed me off, saying, "You have nothing to hide. Why are you so worried about me walking in randomly?" I've had enough, and I decided I needed a way to keep her out since she has taken off the lock. She's been saying for that. Yeah. One thing my wife hates about me is my farting. She absolutely hates the smell and says it's disgusting. So what I started doing is every time I'm in the bathroom and she barges in, I fart like really loud. And every time I'm in the really loud and produce a really, according to her, nasty smell. It worked because once she hears the sound, she runs out. I thought this was a solution, but she picked up on what I was doing and discovering that I was doing it on purpose to keep her out. She started arguing with me about it, saying I'm banned from farting in the bathroom, which is ridiculous.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but here's my question. Does this guy have the ability to just fart on demand?
I think so. I think it sounds like it. That's what it sounds like.
No, let me be very honest with you. My oldest cousin Brian could do that.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Anytime.
Yeah.
They weren't always big and loud, but anytime he could make himself fart.
Yeah. People are like that. Yeah, I've seen people like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, go on.
Okay. I kept doing it, which kept pissing her off, and now she isn't even talking to me, saying I'm being a child and an asshole for this behavior. Am I the asshole?
No, I think that's actually very creative, and I do not like your wife.
Exactly.
You're in the bathroom. You deserve your personal space.
Yeah, at least
I would never barge in on someone unless it was an extreme emergency.
Yes.
I would never barge in on someone in the bathroom.
No, and the fact that she took the lock off, it's insane behavior.
That's almost psychotic.
Exactly.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, like how long does he stay in the bathroom that she thinks he's in there doing something he's not supposed to?
No,
like,
that's very weird.
Yeah,
that is very, very weird.
And she only walks in just to see what he's doing, because, like you said, she walks in, she looks around for a whole minute, and then she slowly walks out.
Untrusting? Like, does she think he's doing something nefarious?
But what could he be doing other than listen?
Why would he take the lock off?
Guys, he's either doing the 3 S's or the 1 M. Okay, he's either shitting, showering, shaving, or masturbating. That's it. What else do you fucking do in the bathroom?
Exactly.
I mean, okay, I guess you could do your makeup, whatever, but I'm just saying for guys, it's pretty limited.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why she would have to get in the bathroom when he's in there.
Exactly.
This sounds like she has some kind of weird trauma or issue with people hiding something from her. There's something weird, like where she doesn't trust that the guy is just taking a dump when he goes in there.
Exactly.
Yeah, like maybe thinks he's messaging like girls on his phone or something.
Oh, I didn't think of that. I guess. I mean, I bring my phone with me into the bathroom all the time. It's actually funny because like I'll be like, look, I just got to go pee before we go to bed. I'm in there like 10 minutes. And why? Because I'll start like watching TikToks or whatever. It happens.
What you're doing is like playing your game or watching a TikTok.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, so how much worse could it be? Like, what could he be doing that's so much worse?
Exactly.
I didn't think about maybe texting other girls or like taking like weird like dick pics or sending them or something like that. And unless she's caught him in the past, but I feel like he would say that.
He would. I feel like, and that's what he's saying. Like she just randomly does this. Like took off the lock. He's like,
some people are just naturally untrustworthy for whatever reason.
I have no idea. Maybe
you don't say.
Maybe we know people like that.
Right. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would hate her. Honestly,
I really could not live with that.
No,
I couldn't. That someone just barged in on me.
And then no lock. Like you purposely went and took off the lock.
I don't even think that's right to do to a child.
No, but see, so I think what Billy started to do was smart.
Yeah.
Like just make it so where whenever she came in, he would do something that would offend her, so she wouldn't. But once she caught hip to it, there's only one next logical step, and that's literally to start pooping right when she comes in. I'm sorry. Like, look.
I think he's already pooping when she walks in.
Right. I'm just like, look, if this is something you really want to participate in, okay, here you go.
Yeah. Like,
the only other thing I could think of, and I hate to say this, but maybe there's some weird fetish of hers.
To walk in while he's pooping?
Just like, or just barge in the bathrooms. I don't know. It's just weird. It's almost like an OCD.
Maybe.
I mean, to take off the locks, to always have it accessible,
when he said we share everything in all caps, it made me think it's pretty extreme. Yeah. Like she needs to be involved in everything.
Maybe she has like an attachment issue or something.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's all that's attaching to her is that smell.
Exactly.
But you know what?
That's what she only minds the fart smell, not the smell already in the bathroom.
Well, I'm saying, because so honestly, you know what? That's what she gets. Right? That's it.
Exactly. I think that was a pretty creative idea.
No, kudos to fucking Billy for that. I'm giving him 0 Dingleberry for that. Fucking smart.
Exactly.
Now, I mean, it's like a 2 on the Feldman that you got to actually post this and this happens.
Exactly.
Hey, just for times,
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
I don't give him any dingleberries here.
No dingleberries. 100%. But I am giving him a 2 on the Feldman.
Yes, I agree.
You've lost quite a bit of shame when you're like, yo, I just start farting when she comes in.
What's the guy supposed to do when like?
How about
barging in the bathroom?
You know what I would do is I would take a folding chair and I would lodge it under the door so she couldn't come in even without the lock.
Me too.
That's true. They do have things like you can kind of give me the lock.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because at some point, look, in all seriousness, there is some expectations of privacy. Listen, HR and I live together. We've been seeing each other now for quite a bit of time. We're essentially, almost like a married couple.
Yeah.
Okay. But when I hear the shower and she's in there, I use one of the other bathrooms.
Yeah.
I don't walk in.
Yeah.
Even if I just need like a Q-tip or something that's stupid, like I'll wait.
Exactly. It's that personal space that one has.
If
like,
I'm not
you need some privacy.
if I'm not invited in for like a joint shower or something, then there's no.
Not, exactly.
I don't take it upon myself to be like, And by the way, there's nothing worse than when somebody announces they're coming in as if that makes it okay.
Right. Oh, I'm coming in.
Right. Knock, knock, coming in.
It's me.
Fuck no, you're not.
Exactly.
You think just because you say that,
it's
like now
me.
it's okay?
Like, no, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yes.
Give you permission.
Exactly.
No, and honestly, Jewish mothers are the worst about that. Because Jewish listen, the most famous thing Jewish moms say is, "You think I've never seen that before?"
Right. Oh, that's
right.
Honestly, I hear that from anyone.
Jewish moms have that fucking tattooed on them.
I think those immigrant moms from us, the immigrant Hispanic moms, we've all heard it too. So.
Say, what? You think I've never seen that before? I gave birth to you.
I saw that exactly.
Right. I saw that before it was all whatever.
Exactly.
But I'm telling you, and they just walk, like Jewish mom walk right in.
You could be changing.
Right.
It's better.
Yussel, I heard you coughing. Ma, I'm like, and I'll just say, anyway. Okay. So 0 dingleberries, 2 on the Feldman.
Yes.
All right.
Do we give her dingleberries for taking away the locks?
Honestly, it's a solid 4 for me. I don't know if I can go a whole 5. I think that actually maybe even a 3, because the all caps we share everything sort of hinted that this is not a shock. Yeah. Like maybe this is the one thing he wished they didn't share.
Yeah.
But it feels like he's already aware that this is an issue for her. Like the boundary thing. So maybe 3 actually. It's not quite as egregious because he had already kind of knows.
No, I'm gonna give her the 4.
Yeah, I agree with Karina. She's deserving of at least 4 for taking off a lock and not giving him any privacy.
And then banning him from farting in the bathroom.
Banning him from.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, no, look, that part.
Supposed to fart.
Exactly.
Well, no, that part is just stupid. But let me tell you, the way, like the guy code, bro code, if that's our situation, we're just going to keep on farting and shitting. That's no problem. Listen, bitch, this is what we have to do here.
He's got to start, cleaning feces like a monkey.
No, I mean, it's just, it's very simple. It's like, you know what, bitch, this is going to happen with or without you in here. So whatever, if you want to endure it, that's on you.
Exactly. Don't tell me to come in there.
And let me tell you, I knew this was going to bring up all sorts of personal quirks. Me especially, because I will not wait and go to a public restroom. Yeah. I'm going to wait and go to my house.
Yeah.
And if my crazy ex or my current crazy partner or my not crazy partner or anybody I'm with thinks that it's a good idea to just walk in and monitor what I'm doing,
you put that on yourself.
Right. Like, and you know what? Then stay for it all.
Exactly.
Because I'm not, right? Because I'm not going to wait till I have like in the office where it's shared with 50 fucking people. No, no, that's my bathroom.
Exactly.
There is no part of me that understands why she wanted to go into the bathroom.
Me neither. So, yeah. All right. Next one.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my coworker to stop tainting our chairs with farts?
Dainty.
Yep. Okay. Before I even start, I want to say this man, 23 male, has Beelzebub living in his intestines. Every morning he comes in and he empties what smells like rotting lot of 1,000 corpses into the shop. He does not stop. It's a steady flow of nonstop 5 to 10 farts an hour. It's so putrid, it's once caused a person to become ill and vomit. I have seen him clear a room of over 30 people. So,
oh my God.
Yeah. So I, 23 male, and him, 23 male, who I will refer to as Beelzebub, have been working together for 3 years now. In this duration of time, I have ordered new chairs for our shop several times due to his daily traumatic Fartageddon that renders them unusable after several months. They become unusable due to this unholy gastrointestinal system staining them with farts so bad that we can't even steam clean the smell out. Despite what you may think, he is not shitting himself. So today, I politely asked him if we could come up with a plan so I can stop smelling the constant putrid odor caused by his butt precautions so we can stop ordering so many damn chairs. He was surprisingly very receptive of this, and we got started on a plan.
It's because he knows he has this problem.
Yeah.
This is not a shock for him.
He was like, all right, let's figure this out.
The only thing he's surprised at is it took this long.
For someone to tell him.
Right.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
He's lucky he's not fired.
Right.
I'm serious.
What we noticed about his rectal haunts is that they are typically the worst first thing in the morning and immediately following meals. So to solve this issue, he's authorized now a few extra minutes to go to the restroom or outside to ass blast away until he feels empty. The next major issue is that even when he does fart, that he won't tell us until we smell it.
That's a guy.
He says, so to solve this issue, he has agreed to yell, ass attack, so we all know to evacuate. Lastly, he was actually surprised to learn that we have been ordering chairs because of him. He didn't understand why we just kept ordering new ones. He was very upset by this and has offered now to help us when we occasionally steam clean all of his smell from the chair. He was very receptive to the conversation, and we even got some good laughs in during it, but it was a more serious one. I can tell that at times it may have upset him a little bit, but in all of that, I thought the talk went well. Looking back on it, I'm worried that I may have really upset him, as another coworker pointed out that he hasn't been talking as much and asked if I knew what was up with him. So am I the asshole for asking him to stop farting in the shop? He also added, we are all in the military and we tend to give each other shit to the extreme in good faith. So that's why he's saying shop, they're all military men.
Oh, okay. This would be pretty embarrassing if your farts are so bad, like all your coworkers call you out and get new chairs.
You know how bad his farts have to smell that they can't even take the smell out by steam cleaning them? But they just have to order new chairs.
Yeah, there's something.
There's something wrong with him. Like, I'm concerned for his health.
Yeah, he has a gastrointestinal issue.
Yeah,
there's something else.
Needs to.
Yeah, there's something else there.
You need to go to a doctor.
Yeah.
But this reminds me of a true court story. If you'd like to hear. Okay. Let me preface this. You ever remember back in the 2008s, 9s, 10s, mortgage meltdown, and so Chapter 13 bankruptcy especially was very popular. Very.
Right.
In fact, we only do maybe 4 Chapter 13s a year now.
Right.
Back then, we were doing 5 or 6 a week.
Oh shit!
Just that's how desperately people save out. Anyway, so the courtrooms used to be packed on these Chapter 13 confirmation hearing days and stuff. Now, so I say that to understand we're in a packed courtroom. Okay, this is Woodland Hills. You ever go out with someone or be next to someone whose stomach is like gurgling or making the noises? Okay. So this fucking random lawyer that I'd never met before ends up sitting next to me in the one fucking space left. Okay. And I hear the fucking stomach churning. Like it's starting. Like the guy just ate some nasty chili cheese breakfast burrito because it's a 9:30 calendar, and I heard it. And I know something's going to happen. Okay. I know. And so I'm sitting there and the guy, he starts he's sweating a little bit. Like, this is like a problem. But he doesn't want to get up and go because he's coming up soon, right? He doesn't want to miss his calendar. I know. So they call his case finally. And as he stands up, it just comes out.
Oh my God.
All fucking over me. I'm right next to him. All fucking over me.
I'm surprised he didn't throw up.
No, but God bless. This was Judge Ahart before he retired. He looked right over at all of us and he started fucking laughing like from the bench.
That's awesome.
Right? So at least he knew because I made the look like, oh fuck.
Did it stink bad? Like, was it bad?
Yeah.
Oh.
But the worst thing is, sorry, it's okay. Pauline, you know how when you do fart and then there's little fartlets that come after the little right? So he had 2 little fartlets that came out as he was walking to the podium.
No. Oh my God.
Oh, dude.
Oh my God.
That's what I mean. You know what? There's a reason Zoom hearings are so popular.
Yes.
Oh, there was a guy the other day. I was on a Zoom hearing and he didn't know his mic was still on. And he was telling his secretary, he's like, no, this is perfect. I only have to wear a shirt and tie. I don't even have to put my pants on.
Oh my God.
But I do the same thing. I wear jeans, but I don't have to wear a full suit, right? You're only they only see you from the chest up.
Right.
But the guy's mic was hot. Oh, buddy. And that's honestly, we could do a whole episode on Zoom fails. there's nothing funnier. I hate to say this, and God forgive me. There's nothing funnier than old people trying to navigate Zoom.
Yes.
I'm serious. It's the best is like when you see like just like the top of their head, like they don't know how to adjust their camera or move their phone or whatever.
Yep. I remember I was on a Zoom call once for a class. It was for a class when it was online because of the pandemic. And one of the girls' mics wasn't on, and the teacher started. She would go on this rant all the time, and I can't even remember what it was about, but like she would rant about stuff. And the girl's mic was on, and all you heard when the teacher was ranting, the girl goes, "Here, this stupid bitch goes again." Yeah, she left the class after that. She didn't join any more Zoom meetings after that. So, yep.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I almost forgot where we're at with this.
The Beelzebub.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, I'm not totally surprised that Army guys would kind of be this funny with each other.
Right.
This is probably not the first time an Army barrack has been stunk up or the seats or whatever. And I'm pretty sure that, the fucking mess hall food probably contributes quite a bit to this.
I'm sure.
Yeah. By the way, you know what else they serve you in the military? They have these things called MREs.
Okay.
Meals ready to eat, where it's literally freeze-dried, nasty. If you add water or something, God knows what that does to your intestines too. Mm-hmm. So I can't really give him a lot of dingleberries for just, being in the military and having gas.
Do you think it was the asshole for telling him?
No.
Me neither. I would have to talk to him too.
Yeah.
Did he talk to him in private?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They made a plan privately.
Right.
Yeah.
They worked it out. And the fact that he was a good sport about it and he's willing to yell ass attack, fair enough. Feldman, I think if you are to the point where you're ruining seats,
it's
I have pretty you lost all your shame at that point. Yeah. And then you kind of like accept it like it's funny. Yeah, but he accepts it like it ain't no thing. Like, I'll pitch in for the call. Like, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
What's the poor guy gonna do? I don't know. I like shit outside, like not fart on the chairs.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
keep him to one chair.
Right. Have him have just his fart cushion. Yeah. And that's it. Like I would do that. I would put like a blanket.
Yeah, you should. They could just get new cushions.
Yeah, or I would just put like a blanket down on his chair. Like you just fart into your blanket. It's your fart blanket.
Or it's your chair and just move it around with him.
That's it. Listen, just like dogs have their pee pads, right? And then they have their bed they sleep in, and they learn like you pee on the pad, you sleep in the bed.
Exactly.
Okay, you fart on the blanket, not everywhere else.
Exactly.
And,
exactly.
Clearly.
Exactly.
Hey, he's already being trained to be a killer.
Exactly.
Now he can kill in multiple ways.
Stick some Febreze up his ass.
I'm really, by the way, I'm a little disappointed. I'm texting my niece Leslie the whole time. I'm like, look, are you around? Because nothing would be funnier to me than have her as a surprise guest to tell like a Josh fart story. Right. Like from her perspective, but she's not responding. She's not home. I mean, she may be home already. She's a nerd. She's doing. Yeah. I love my niece, but she's a nerd. She's the kind of like does her homework right when and she looks forward to it. I'm not bad. I love my niece, but I'm just saying she a nerd.
Leave her alone.
Nothing wrong with being nerd.
Nerds rule the world.
Clearly.
Okay, not to that extent.
I know.
Not to that extent. But,
is that A for effort though?
A for effort. Yeah, exactly. All right. So next sentence.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you going to say another story or?
No. Oh, I have so many. I don't know. And this is sad that this is the crux of my story, archives are fart stories. Not great legal victories, not, like this day, in history.
Well, with a brother like Josh, how can you not?
Oh, listen, I can't blame all. I was just as bad.
That's true.
When I was a young, when I was a teenager and stuff. Yeah, I wasn't that great about that kind of stuff. But.
Yeah. Okay. All right then. The next title is, my boyfriend asked if we were at a place in our relationship to fart in front of each other, and I regret saying yes. I, 27 female, have been dating my 28 male boyfriend for 2 years now. When we were about 3 months into our relationship, he said something like, hey, how soon until we're comfortable to fart in front of each other? Our response was, I mean, it's normal. Bodily functions. It's a bodily function, so there should be no shame around it. And it wasn't an issue. Sometimes when we would lay down and relax, he would fart here and there, but no big deal. I personally don't really let loose in front of anyone, and I don't think I fart a lot unless there's something wrong with the food I ate. Here comes my issue. About 6 months ago, we moved in together, and honestly, it's been an overall amazing experience, except just farting. I feel bad even typing this out, but it has gotten ridiculous. Every time we relax or watch a movie or a show, he's farting the entire time. I'm not talking 1 or 2. I'm talking at least 8 to 10 in a 45-minute episode. It really bothers me, and when I say, hey, I don't think this is normal, I think there's something wrong with the food you're eating, he gets defensive and says it's normal and that I'm weird for not farting as much as he does. I'm just looking for advice on what to do. I don't want to be rude or passive-aggressive about it, but my tolerance is getting low. We cannot relax without him farting the whole time, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think 8 to 10 in a 45-minute period is normal.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think so either. I have no advice for because I don't know what the fuck I do.
I don't know either.
You know what I think? I don't think it's normal, but I think it might be normal for him.
Maybe, because it sounds like he really thinks she's the weird one.
Right. In other words, this just may be how he farts. Like, just like for whatever weird reason, after I eat a meal, I sneeze 5 to 6 fucking times every time.
Yeah.
Just about after every meal. I can't control it.
Right.
I know it's weird. It's not just one. It's always 4 or 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. Mm-hmm. But if somebody's like, yo, it's the food you're eating, like, no, it happens every meal. It's just, this is the way I do it.
Mm-hmm.
This just may be the way his body releases gas.
Maybe.
And that's why he doesn't think it's weird. He doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
It sounds a little concerning.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not saying there isn't something wrong. I'm just saying he may not think there is. You know what I mean?
What advice can you give her?
Well, I mean,
she's asking for
honestly,
how did she talk to her man about this? Yeah.
There is no way to talk to him. No, because if this is really how he does it, he can't change that.
Yeah.
So she just has to
yeah, learn to live with it. You know what? Look at the other positives in your relationship and accept that not life isn't perfect. And that when the day comes that little Miss Maggie Prissy here doesn't fart herself, okay, clearly she does. Everybody does.
Now, before you call her Prissy, I don't think you'd be very happy with me if like it was constant.
Yeah.
I want you to think about who I am.
That's true.
And what you just said, because I think farts are hysterical.
You do. You crack up every single time. Yeah.
Without,
you think
okay.
It's the funniest thing ever.
It is.
Okay, but what if she like ate ranch out of like a bottle in front of you like every night?
That
like,
part would just okay. So let me just tell you, and I'll try to be serious about this. That would absolutely disgust me, and I'm not lying. Those are grounds for breakup because she knows that it makes me ill.
Well,
but
yeah, but it's all relative, right?
It's not relative. No, but if you're farting because of the ranch, I'd find the farts funny. Like I wouldn't want to watch you like drown in ranch and like, but farting is different. Whatever. I don't know. We're all just different about it.
Neighbor.
By the way, I don't want to forget, since we're talking about,
farts?
No, things that are different or maybe special. So shout out to Badonkadori, sub girl. I'm gonna be there for Passover, yo. Shout out to Emily. Passover is April 12th, that weekend. Shout out to Emily and whatever guy she married. I can't remember his name. I don't even know.
Hey, Ron.
Hi, Ron.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Ron. Yeah, him too. And Aaron.
I wonder if Ron listens to this.
Maybe. And Aaron, Karen, Dougie, Betty, Bobby, Willie, Jimmy, Amy, Jessica, and the rest of the Mosh crew. That's right. The rest of the Midbar Mosh crew. Don't want to forget.
Exactly.
All right.
I'll be there in June, guys. Hopefully.
Okay.
Maybe.
By the way, you know what this is almost like? It's not so much about farts, but it's almost like if you had a cringy sister-in-law that just has really, really annoying habits, like of eating all your premium leftovers.
Yeah.
And then not leaving you any, and then leaving the dirty dishes in the sink for you to clean.
Yeah. Exactly.
Almost like that.
Almost like that. All right. Next event?
Yeah. How many more we got?
3.
All right, 3 more.
Okay. I accidentally farted on a first date and she walked out in the middle of dinner.
Whoa.
You know what? Buddy, you just dodged a bullet. Okay? If a girl can't handle just a little fart, humor or a little accidental fart in public,
okay,
she's not going to be she's not worth marrying.
All right.
Too pretentious. Sorry, but I probably should hear the whole story.
Okay.
All right.
I met this girl a couple of weeks ago, and I've never hit it off with anyone like this. Extremely attractive, funny, and we loved all the same things. Everything was perfect. However, she kept mentioning all of her pet peeves, some of which are unforgivable and instant deal breakers. Our first date was this past Saturday night. I made a reservation at a hard-to-get-into, hole-in-the-wall place that's literally a tourist attraction in my town in Louisiana. Perfect spot for a quiet dinner. The quietness would become a detriment to my dating life. I had been gassy all day for no reason at all. However, they weren't noisy or smelly, so I didn't think much about it. We were talking about having a great time when I tried to ease one out, and for some reason, this one was audible. A clear fart noise. In a desperate attempt to lie my way out of the mishap, I quickly said, "That's not what it sounded like. I promise you. It was my chair." The night's conversational focus has now shifted towards the unidentified noise. Her whole demeanor changed, and there were no more laughs, jokes, smiles, nothing. One of her aforementioned pet peeves had surfaced. The night was effectively over. In a last-ditch effort to recover, we decided on trying to recreate the fart noises with the chair. If I could somehow achieve this, I had a chance. Although slim to none, a chance nonetheless. Long story short, I could not recreate that fart noise by squiding the chair around, and now our delivered food was getting cold. She accused me of a farting liar and left. It's now Monday morning, and I still haven't heard from her as I lie here and shitpost my gastric misfortunes. Believe it or not, this was a short version. Is there a chance for us, or is she out? Should I have taken ownership of the fart? Thoughts?
So, was she disturbed by the fart, or the fact that he lied about the fart?
He doesn't explain.
Yeah.
That's all he said, yeah.
Because anyone who's that upset by a fart, that's not someone you want to be with.
Right. No, yeah, I agree. Thoughts?
I think that if she was really as attractive and exciting as Billy's making her out to be, and clearly he had some plans, Billy, unfortunately, just couldn't think fast enough on his feet. Okay, if that happened to me and it was loud and I knew it was going to smell, the first thing I would do is I would look right at my date and be like, "Oh my God, did you hear what that fucking couple just did?"
Oh my God.
Like, okay, that's the first thing I would do.
You would do that too.
100%, especially if I knew this was one of those pet peeves or this was going to basically extinguish the sunshine.
I agree, yeah.
Fuck yeah, I blame the waiter.
Yeah.
The fucking lady
Whoever
next
was
to me.
nearest around you at that
Whoever.
time. Yes.
Especially if I don't know these fucking people.
Exactly.
Right? It doesn't matter if I blame. Am I going to run into them again?
Yeah.
Like, am I going to go to the Piggly Wiggly and they're like, "Yo, you're the guy that blamed that fart on me"? No.
Exactly.
Just fuck, come on, buddy. You got to think fast.
Obvious that it was you.
It's never that obvious because they don't want to believe it was you. Okay. Yeah. And so you'd be like, okay, I'd be like, "Oh my God." And then if you did it fast, you got to act just as offended as she is.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yeah.
You got to make it like this is just as upsetting to you.
Concerned, like
how
well you're lying about this, like the
sweetheart
degree to which you're trying to cover up your part.
Well, let me tell you, there are two differences between me and Bayou Billy. Okay, Bayou because Louisiana. Okay,
I understood.
Sorry, for our audience because some of them might be from Louisiana and they don't even know what Bayou means because Let me just tell you. So two things that are different. Number one, I don't have that kind of shame. If I fart in public, I fart in public. Number one. Number two, I'm lucky enough to be with someone that would also find it funny. Right. So we'd laugh about it. I don't think I'm spilling any government secrets when I say that HR has a tolerance level for things way above what most women have.
She does.
I'm being honest.
No, she does.
She really, I mean.
I don't understand how anyone who's a mom would be that grossed out by anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a parent, you've
seen it all.
But I'm saying, like.
And as an aunt, as an older cousin, as an older sister, we've seen a lot, so.
I'm just saying, like, her tolerance level far exceeds mine.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. And
but that's different. You get grossed out by little things.
I get grossed out by.
You do get unusually grossed out by things.
I get grossed out by gross things.
Sure.
Like ranch.
People would never think
fucking
like
gross.
This big burly guy would get that.
If you got a bottle of ranch and you opened it and you pointed it like that, you might be able to rob.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't even have to open it, and I'd leave the room. Okay. Ranch is fucking nasty.
Yeah, you don't even need a gun to rob Eric. Just get a bottle of ranch.
You're right. I'll give you my wallet. I don't care.
Literally. I think ranch more than mayonnaise, honestly.
You know how upset I was that I found out that some of the best grilled cheese sandwiches are with mayo on the bread and not butter?
Yeah.
I have to ask for butter now, or I have to know that's what they make it with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep. I know.
So what are we thinking on the story?
Oh, are we back?
She wasn't the asshole?
No.
Okay.
It's just, she's pretentious. Listen, I'll be serious for a second. Yeah. When a woman starts off a date by saying, "These are my do's and these are my don'ts."
Right.
You're already, that's a type of personality.
Yeah.
Okay. And unless you're into that kind of control freak bullshit, you probably dodged a bullet fairly cheaply.
Yeah.
At that point, one night, one date. Okay, great. You learned a good lesson.
Right.
And let me tell you, people that think it's unladylike to fart or whatever, or rude, trust me, guys, let me give you my public service announcement for the week. You absolutely, positively want to date a girl that does not get grossed out by farts.
There you go.
Trust me when I tell you, life is funnier when you can laugh at flatulence.
Yeah. Exactly.
There you go.
All right. Thoughts? More thoughts?
Oh, I saw. Sorry, zero dingleberries.
Okay.
I mean, Feldman, he did kind of lay one out in public, pretty rough.
Quiet.
Yeah, in a quiet restaurant. I know it wasn't intentional, so I'm gonna go 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go 4 too.
Okay. I don't know. I don't like this girl. I think you should have left at that point.
Okay. Well, she did.
You don't like my farts. You don't accept me. So
yeah, I agree. All right, we're ready. Next one.
Yes.
Okay. On a nice turn of events, we have the girl side of the story.
Oh, we do?
Yes, that's the next one.
Oh, all right.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Title of it is "Walked Out in the Middle of the First Date Because He Farted and Lied About It." That was her title. This is the other side of the story because my date posted his version here about a month ago and I just found out.
Oh, wow.
This guy and I hit it off, and after a few weeks of talking, I agreed to go on a date with him. He was very funny, intelligent, and cute, just to name a few things. And as we were getting to know one another, we would discuss things that we love, we hate, and annoyances from the relationship standpoint. That's what he was talking about when we were talking about our pet peeves. None of them from either of us were crazy. Some of mine were just, I don't tolerate dishonesty, I don't like feet, and I don't like bathroom talk. That's what I said. Fast forward to the date. Everything was going well. We got our drinks and our appetizers, and he got some kind of bean soup as an appetizer. He was slurping it out of the bowl. That didn't bother me. It was just noticeable. Dinner comes around, and he lets out the loudest rank fart I have ever had the displeasure of witnessing, and I work in healthcare.
Oh, okay.
Honestly.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Honestly, he looked so embarrassed that I was going to ignore it and continue with dinner. I didn't even care about it. That is until he practically yelled out, I didn't fart. It was the chair. The chair farted, not me. I promise I didn't fart. So I said, it's okay. Just please stop saying that. Just lower your voice. Y'all, I kid you not. This man starts squitting around on the chair and telling me that he would prove it to me that he didn't fart and just to listen for the chair. It was not that we agreed to this. He went on for a solid 5 minutes with people stopping to stare at us. I was so embarrassed and he would not let it go. I finally just got up and left. I was embarrassed and he would not let it go. Oh, wait, sorry. I got up and left. He left me several voicemails afterwards telling me how dramatic I was for leaving over the squeaky chair and how ridiculous my pet peeves were. I never responded to him and I found out about this Reddit post later. Can you guys blame a girl for walking out after that?
Okay, so that's good. We got the other side of the story. That does give a very different picture.
Yeah.
Okay, so her issue is not the fart. It was the fact that he made up this BS story and went on and on and on about it. Till
and then scooted around the restaurant for 5 minutes. Being loud as hell, saying it's not me, it's the chair, it's not me.
Honestly, I don't know that I completely believe her account.
Really?
Because, or at the very least, I feel like she's also exaggerating. That's an extreme reaction, scooting around for 5 minutes, being really loud, making basically a scene in front of everybody.
He did say the food had got cold by the time he ended his scooting.
That's fine. I'm just
because he did admit to that.
Yeah, he did.
But I don't know if he was like that loud. Maybe her perception was because she was already getting embarrassed by him, so it just sort of built up.
Maybe.
But I don't know. It certainly feels like if half of what she says is true,
mm-hmm.
then he clearly took her reaction wrongly or was so concerned.
I think that's what it was.
Right. That she was going to be so, upset at him that he didn't know what else to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Honestly,
though, I believe her. I believe it. I believe her side of the story.
Yeah, I don't know if we've ever had one where you get the other person.
No, well, let me tell you, if her version of events are right,
mm-hmm.
then in return, right. I would give him 3.5 dingleberries for
mm-hmm.
carrying on like that in public loudly,
right. mm-hmm.
and I would drop him from a 4 to a 2 on the Feldman scale. Because it's also pretty shameless to start barking out loud. I didn't fart. It was the chair. Oh my God. That was the chair.
Yeah,
no.
Like
hey, quaint little quiet Louisiana Bayou restaurant with my bean soup and crawfish or whatever. That was the chair. No.
Yeah.
That was all right. So
yeah. At that point you need like just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like lower your voice. It's fine.
Listen, there's an old saying, but it's so true. And this is a perfect example. And it goes like this. Sometimes you just got to take the hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, he should have. Like,
right.
That was
just,
it.
buddy, just take the hit and move
mm-hmm.
on. You still might have gotten some in a week or
mm-hmm.
two. But I think, he definitely overdid it. Yeah. So in return, I'll give her give him the rating that he might be entitled to. By the way, can I share a story with you? This is not exactly a fart story, but I was just looking at my notepad and I wrote something down and it triggered me. So not this last time I was in Vegas, but 2 times ago,
mm-hmm.
I was driving back. And I always make it a point that I try to leave LA if I drive, like by 6 a.m, 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
I want to avoid traffic. I want to get there.
Right.
Usually if I leave that early, I'm there like in just under 4 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. And driving back, I do the same thing. I wake up like 5:30 or 6, hit the road. I want to be well into San Bernardino County, like by 7:30 in the morning. And okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm driving and I get pulled over and given a speeding ticket.
Right.
Okay. Fucking speeding ticket. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 days ago, I called to pay the ticket online.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find it. I had to get the citation number. I got it. So the ticket was $245.
Right.
Okay. But then because this is Nevada, it's Las Vegas. They give me a choice. Say, you can pay $245, and then you can do our approved 5-hour traffic school. So as not to get the point.
Right.
I can't go to any other one. Just their approved 5-hour course. Or I could pay an extra $100 and not have to go to traffic school and still not get the point.
That's the biggest scam I've ever heard of.
And I can bet I know which one you did.
Oh, I paid the extra $100. Fuck yes, I did. Because let me tell you something. That comes down to $20 an hour. Yeah. My time is worth way more than that.
Yep.
So I don't care about the. I mean, yes.
Even I would have paid $100 for the 5 hours.
Yeah,
5 hours.
I
but
agree.
That's what I mean. Like fucking bullshit. What a scam. What a jip.
Yep.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right.
Last one.
Story?
All right. Last one.
All right. The bride who gambled on a fart and lost big way.
By the way, we've all gambled on a fart once or twice in life and lost.
Yeah. This is the
my
bride.
brother routinely loses.
Oh, bride.
Bride.
Oh no.
The bride.
Did she shard in her wedding dress?
Gotta hear it.
Oh no. That's fabulous.
It's a little long, but stay with me.
All right.
It's good.
Oh, should I get a cookie for this? Then?
Yeah, get a cookie for this one.
Okay. The Diddy Reese. I got a different kind. Hold on. Yeah, I'll go for a chocolate chip one.
Okay.
Hey, fucking packing this. There we go. Okay. All right.
I work as an event planner. It was
Sorry. I don't know why. Hello, Reddit. I work as an event planner.
She has to explain it because she was at the wedding. This is why.
Can't just say she's at a wedding. But all right, go ahead. Sorry.
No, because you have to understand her part of it. It was the wedding of two wealthy families, and the bride had decided on a rather rural, shabby, chic aesthetic.
What?
A shabby chic aesthetic.
What is that?
I don't fucking know.
How can you be shabby and chic?
Remember Nelly called it our furniture shabby chic.
That's Nepo's mom.
Yeah.
Why would you think I listen to what she said? But how can you be shabby and chic? It's like jumbo shrimp.
Yes, I
like military intelligence.
Moron, but yes, it's a thing.
Exactly.
All right. Okay.
All right. The reception that she decided on would take place on a family property in a historic barn. I guess that's the
family property. Okay.
Historic barn. This caused a huge flurry of issues. The barn needed to be clean. We needed auxiliary tents. The barn wasn't large enough. The property lacked electricity and running water, etc. The latter was solved with a bank of generators, tubs of water for catering, and a side tent with porta-johns hidden inside.
Let me tell you, so far, this all sounds shabby.
Yes, all of it.
There's no fucking chic here at all.
Exactly. Exactly.
In fact, I don't think there's anything in life less chic than the fucking porta potty.
Yes. If I went to a wedding and they had I would leave. I would not stay. No, hell no.
Listen,
he wouldn't either.
I was going to say, listen.
He definitely wouldn't either.
I mean, he's a guy. He could
be outside, yeah. He could be outside, yeah.
Other guys, maybe. But I'll tell you this right now. I wouldn't even use the regular restroom at a wedding venue, let alone a fucking porta potty. Okay?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Just saying.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
All right. The bride had, to be honest, been quite a bridezilla, and it's my job to deal with those things. At this point, the ceremony had ended, cocktail hour is shutting down, and the professional photos were taken. We were prepping to transition to the entrance of the bridal party, which would be followed immediately by the first dance and the cake cutting. During this, the dinner would be staged, so every aspect was being carefully timed out. Weddings sound so stressful.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
I was speaking to the caterer when I happened to glance over and see the most curious blend of expressions pass over the bride's face, and she frantically waved down my assistant. A few moments later, my headset beeped on, and my assistant said, "We have an issue." It turns out the bride had gambled on a fart and lost in a big way. Now, the bride was wearing a huge full ball gown with a fitted boneless strapless top in sort of an embellished mesh. Underneath that, she had a shaper garment and hoops and slips. We had already realized there was zero way of going to the bathroom in this.
I don't know what any of that means.
Everything was like on her super tight. She had like on like 4 layers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what these things are.
And then full ball gown, so it has a bunch of shit under it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have lights?
Lights?
You know, like you ever seen those dresses like you?
Oh, that light up?
Yeah, she's not 12. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. She said, we had already, they realized there was zero way of of her going to the bathroom. I radioed to everyone to expect a 15-minute delay. The 15 minutes pass, and then 20. And finally, my earpiece beeps on again. The previous issue is more than we anticipated.
Oh, no.
I ran over to find my assistant looking horrified. The bride, it turns out, had been using some health shakes to fix last-minute bloating.
No.
This had mixed poorly with the cocktails from earlier, and she had eaten a decent breakfast on top of that. The substance that had came out of her body as a result defied explanation. It was slimy, oily even, with stringy bits and the consistency of hair gel.
Oh.
But the thing that set it over the edge was the shaper the bride wore was a latex steel that came down over her thighs and all the way up to her bra.
Oh my God.
And it was waterproof. So the poop just kind of sort of filled it like a water balloon of horror. Eric's face.
Oh, God.
My assistant had opened the snap crotch and just released the evil trickling down the bride's thighs. My assistant quickly sealed it back up, and then she and the bride vainly tried to wipe the goo with the toilet paper. This just spread around, so they decided to just give up. Now I have a shell-shocked assistant and a crying bride, and you can smell her 4 feet away. The bride is just flipping out that she's making her guests wait, that she has a choreographed dance waiting to happen, and that she needs to be introduced now. I'm just looking at her manicured nails. Residue of diarrhea are just embedded in her nail beds, and I start trying to scrape the poop out with a fabric stain wipe, while the bride insists the show must go on immediately. The groom looks vaguely disconcerted by his new wife's odor, but I tell my assistant to just distract him until they take the floor. Introductions happen, the dance starts, and we find some fresh horror. The dance is a choreographed affair, and as the groom spun his bride around, hand on her waist, he is squishing the poop up on the inside of the waist trainer, up and out of the back of the waistband. To our horror, we watch as an oily stain spread across the mid-back of the gown. As we are already cringing from this, the groom sets his hand firmly in the middle of the poop stain. Action had to be taken as soon as the couple left the dance floor, and it was me. The stain was spreading, and it was me. The stain was spreading, and she could smell the lady that was radioing her could smell it from the DJ. They were cutting the cake now, and they were feeding the cake to each other, both now with shit-stained fingers. Each was looking downright repulsed as they left the dance floor. I had someone rush wet naps to the groom and to bring me the bride. The support tent got closed for me, and I pulled a tub of clean water from the caterers. She walked in to find me in dish gloves and a poncho, like an American psycho. The 5 minutes I was sponging down a sobbing naked bride while I questioned every life decision that led to this point. The diarrhea was everywhere, spread in a thin layer across her body. It may be the most disgusting thing I've ever dealt with. With her clean, I threw away the waist shaper and scrubbed down the $15K wedding gown back into a plastic basin. The inner lining was a loss. I cut it out immediately. Dressed again, offered a Xanax. The bride was a little worse for wear, except for missing her dinner. The support tent smelled like sewer and was closed for the remainder of the event. The groom was a sport, never directly said anything, but asking if we could cancel the garter toss as he did not want to go under her skirt. The bride said she would never gamble on a fart ever again.
Okay, first of all, the guy is definitely a keeper.
You
did good with that.
You wouldn't have stayed.
He'd have been gone.
Yeah.
He would have left more skid marks than the poop.
Yep, in the grass.
Yeah.
Yep.
You think I would leave my wife on our wedding day because she had the runs?
If your wife did that, then yeah.
And you had to poop on your hands.
I do. I think
you would.
I think you would have like started vomiting.
Oh,
guys,
you don't know me very well. I wouldn't even get closer enough to her to get poop on my hand.
Exactly.
You kidding me? I
Yeah,
wouldn't lose the money on my wedding though.
That is one of the most horrific, disgusting wedding stories I've ever heard.
Yep.
Oh my God,
Gambled on the fart.
$15,000 wedding dress.
Yeah. Well, you heard all the shit that was under it, and it was
my
a big
God.
ball gown, like poofy dress.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those like old things with the petticoat and
that's rough.
Because I remember even for my quinceañera, like those big ass dresses, even to pee, we needed like 5 people to help me like lift up my dress and shit. So I can't imagine having all of that under.
Yeah, that's no joke. Like once you get into a dress like that, it is not easy to get out.
I can say it's not it's not a joke at all. That shit's terrible. But why would she take those shakes before her wedding?
Oh yeah, that was not
that
right.
Was it. It's the health shake, and that's
my God.
That's terrible. That was that was definitely stupid of her.
And this is why it was the ending.
That's fair enough. I mean, I look. I don't know if it's dingleberry worthy because clearly this was not something she meant for. On the Feldman, this is a legit -10.
You know why? Because she, even with poop going down her thigh, she was like, the show must go on. I need to go out now.
I don't know if that's commendable or
horrifying. This is so shameless. And the shameless part is, I mean, that got her like to a 2. What got her to -10 was making everybody fucking clean her.
Yeah.
Right? And like being like fucking cleaned up like you're like in a fucking hospital.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Scrub down.
No. Oh my God. No.
I can't imagine. I mean, can you imagine the embarrassment of that? Like you have poop all over you, and people are trying to clean you up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
I hope they tip this lady.
Besides that, this also goes more to the idea that you should get married in a modern facility, places with bathrooms,
because they didn't have
showers,
bathrooms,
all sorts of stuff. That's the real problem here.
Yeah.
The family property in the barn. Okay. You went out of your way to be like, we're ranchers or whatever, right? Stupid. Fucking go to a hotel ballroom,
Exactly.
have showers.
I can't imagine spending that much on a wedding dress.
No, if the because if the external dress was able to be saved, and they just got rid of all the undergarments and latex and all that bullshit, she could have showered, reapplied her makeup. It would have been an hour delay, but it wouldn't have been nearly as bad as this. She just could have put on the dress minus those other accessories. Worst case. So that's the bigger takeaway here is unless you are ready to fucking rough it and be like a cowgirl in the wilderness, don't get married like one.
No.
Just be true to yourself.
Yeah.
And why would you take a $15,000 wedding dress and go get married in the barn? That's some car, some truck.
Yeah,
and then married in a barn.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's a recipe for disaster. Anyway.
I know.
So, all right. Well.
Shabby chic is shabby shit.
Oh, that was a good one.
Exactly.
That was good.
That might be the title of the episode.
I'll tell you, this was one of the funner episodes.
Yeah.
I probably learned way too much about me, our audience. But again, appreciate we've cracked 10,000.
Yeah.
And really, it's really impressive. Yeah. Really, I didn't expect this. Really, we just do this to have fun and
we do
try to blow off some steam. And it's really nice that it's taken to so many people. So we really appreciate it. And again, we'll have we'll keep trying to put out some new content. I think next week we still got some time to do too. And then I think the week after I get busy again with some hearings and stuff, but we'll see, one step at a time. So with all that said, Hurricane.
Yes.
Tell them where they can find us.
All right, guys. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate the support. Remember, you can find us on Instagram at the Bensalma Confirm. Our podcast Instagram is at the LA Podcast. You can visit our Twitter and TikTok at Bensalma Confirm. You can visit our website at eblawfirm.us. You can email us at info@eblawfirm.us. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't gamble on farts.